Hello, another YouTube video. Long story, this is not, of course, my normal setup. I'm currently on a long weekend holiday near Wolverhampton, here for 4 days. That's why this background looks like a mess. But the show must go on, and I am back with another YouTube video, and it is another James Bond video, ranking video. I've seen this YouTuber done it, the Complete James Bond Countdown. He's a very good YouTube channel. I definitely recommend checking him out. And it made me wonder, and it is something that otherwise not more James Bond fans like myself and him, etc., rank. And that's actually the James Bond title itself. I mean, it's the first thing you actually hear and told about when the new James Bond film is released. So, like I said, it's surprising not more people rank it or even talk about it. So in this video, this is my complete title ranking of every 25 James Bond film made so far of the titles. I mean that as literally as possible. Just the title. No context of the film, just as if I've just heard of the title. I don't know, Octopus, I've just heard of the title. What do I think of it? I'm a James Bond fan. Maybe knowledge of the books, that's pretty much the only thing I'm going to put in this. So yeah, with that in mind, let's start the YouTube video. In number 25, we have Diamonds Are Forever. Diamonds Are Forever for me is just a title that doesn't have really any atmosphere for a James Bond-like movie. It is simply, diamonds, if we dissect the word, diamonds has nothing really to do with James Bond. I guess you could make an argument for maybe a villain who's stealing something, and of course that's just, nothing. And then forever. It's sort of, the word forever could be used very well for a James Bond title, but when you put diamonds and "and" in front of it, it doesn't really work and make a good title. In number 24, we have On Her Majesty's Secret Service. When I first heard the title, I thought that actually has quite good connotations. But the more I say it and the more I think about it, On Her Majesty's Secret Service just makes me think of the royal family and, royalty and sort of big Buckingham Palace. Actually, nothing really to do with James Bond. It has become quite natural, of course, as a James Bond fan. But I have to rank this entirely as possible as just a title on its own. So I rank it number 24. In at number 23, we have my favourite James Bond film, but 23 quite low ranking the title, and that is Octopussy. Just one word, so although it is short, which place it above probably the rest, it is, again, nothing really to do with James Bond. Octo, what's that, 8, and then Octo, and then Pussy end of it. It's just maybe possibly a dirty joke argument could be made, but just the two kind of contrasting sounds, I'm not very good at English. When you put them together, it doesn't really work, it doesn't really have much connotations to it, and it is just quite a weak title, which is a shame because, short titles do have a lot of potential. 22, we have Spectre. Again, Spectre, at first, it did seem like quite a good name, and the idea of a big and bold and still definitely made about it, but it just kind of takes your mind elsewhere than the James Bond film. It makes you think of maybe a big kind of black ghost like Spectre or something like that, rather than like James Bond, like a villain or a hero. In at number 21, we have Dr. No. Very short, and I must admit, the Doctor at the front of it and the word no I do very much like, but not together. I guess you could make an argument about it being mysterious, but like, who is it? Is it Dr. No? But that's the thing, it makes you wonder, is this a character called Dr. No? Is it like a sort of a metaphorical thing like Dr. Oh No? It leads more questions than it answers. We have License to Kill. I really do actually quite like the title, I just don't think it's quite, it's too generic. License to Kill, what's next? 007, do you know what I mean? It's as if they literally were like, let's put it, scribble down a title, we made the film, there's a title, there you go. It's like, no real thought made to it. What does have slight redeeming factor is that it is License to Kill. The word kill in James Bond is always quite good, and the license is like, this James Bond means serious business, so it still has some potential. In at number 18, we have Quantum of Solace. I'm surprised it's actually ranked this relatively high on the list, well, at least not right at the bottom for the starters. I do actually quite like the title. Quantum suggests mysterious and some more of agency perhaps, which is what the film is actually about. And again, solace is again a very nice mystical word that really does play well in a James Bond film. However, it is a bit too out in the blue, with not much, preparing yourself for it. In number 17, we have Goldfinger. I've practiced slightly higher than, of course, diamonds, because although diamonds, gold, kind of the same thing, gold does have at least some content in James Bond film and James Bond films have been known to use like gold in heists, etc. And again, but the finger, the second word, that slightly drops off a bit. Again, it could be a slight dirty joke, like giving someone a gold finger, or again, it is a word that it needs more It needs one or two more words after it, pretty much. Next up, just ahead of it, in at number 17, we have GoldenEye. I'm slightly giving this one on the edge. The Goldfinger has the word I at the end of it and golden, so it makes, possibly it's referring to James Bond as like a golden killer, like he has a golden eye and he shoots and he hits the target, which is why these words are now starting to play, are now moving up into the James Bond ranking title list, which I actually think are pretty good titles. In at number 16, we have You Only Live Twice. I really like this title. I'm surprised I haven't ranked it higher actually, but there's just some other titles I rather prefer. You Only Live Twice, it reflects really quite well for James Bond. Well, it isn't until the last movie where he did actually die. But yeah, it goes to show that, yeah, this is, again, it's James Bond, he's back, and yeah, he can't die because he will live again, he will live twice. In number 15, we have Live and Let Die. Again, another famous saying with a little bit of James Bond 007 twist. Not live and let live, live and let die. I mean, James Bond, he's merciless, he goes for the kill and he gets it every time. It's a brilliant title. In number 15, we have Moonraker. I'm surprised I ranked this title quite high, but the more I think about it, it is actually quite a good title. I mean, Moonraker, it's very mysterious, and I think that's probably the best part of it. It's James Bond going out of space, it's James Bond landing on the moon. What does the Rake have to it? Do you know what I mean? It sort of gets the hype up for the film. In at number 14, we have The Living Daylights. Again, this is a very good title. And again, this is, of course, we do know, of course, this is a new James Bond. That's out in 1987, Timothy Dalton. So it is, yeah, it really does make you think. I mean, daylight's good, suggests something cool happening in the daylight, and living. What's living in the daylight? Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's really quite interesting title. In number 15, we have The Spy Who Loved Me. Is that number 15? No, I think that's number 12. I've lost counting track. The Spy Who Loved Me. It is a very good title. I mean, the word spy and the word love work very, very well for a James Bond title. I really do like it a lot. The me at the end, I don't know, I don't quite like, and the who, The Spy That Did Love Me might have worked a bit better, but no, it is still a very good title. Next up we have Thunderball. Originally I was probably going to put this in my top 5, but I have to be honest with myself, there's titles that I do prefer, and Thunderball is one of them. Again, an argument could be made about a slight dirty joke, but I think on this case it is, it is very light and it's very easy to excuse, which is why I've ranked so high. And the word thunder I really like for James Bond film, but then the word bull, it lowers the hype a little bit. It's like thunder, what does that mean? Is it like a lightning strike? Is James Bond sort of coming down from the sky? But then the word bull doesn't really make any sense at all. I mean, James Bond nothing to do with balls or footballs or anything, you know what I mean? It's like, I have to take this as literally as possible. Next up we have Skyfall. I do like the title, the word full, again I really quite like that in a James Bond film. I mean full, I could pick James Bond full from like a tower or something really cool like that. The word sky is a bit mediocre, but it's one of those words that sort of, it just sounds good, but you do need more than that to rank in like a top 5 James Bond list. Next up we have The World Is Not Enough, absolutely excellent title. I mean, The World Is Not Enough is of course, as we know, James Bond's family tree motto, which we were told about in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, so we did have no prior knowledge to that title. I think it's pretty much the only time we had knowledge to before any other ones, if we discount the books. Yeah, World Is Not Enough, it's a great title. The World Is Not Enough, I mean, James Bond family slogan, it could go anywhere this film and it just makes you ready for it. Next up we have From Russia With Love. Brilliant. I mean, Cold War espionage, Russia and with love. Excellent. 1960, I mean 1963, the Cuban Missile Crisis just passed. 1963, Cold War still in full swing. It makes the audience very much hyped up because it's the only second Bond film. It works really well. Again, love, aspect James Bond's romantic side is brilliant. Next up we have For Your Eyes Only. Again, it's a pretty good title. I'd say it's probably, in terms of mysterious, this probably does take the number 1 spot for being mysterious, but not the other 1 spot overall, because it is quite narrow. For Your Eyes Only, it's only referring to one person. If it's referring to a James Bond plot overall, I might have ranked it higher. Next up we have A View to a Kill. The thing that makes this title so good for me and why it's ranking, and why it's just reached my top 5 list, number 5 spot, is I think honestly just the view part. The word kill is a bit mediocre, but it is a good base for a James Bond title, and the word view, it just makes you think, James Bond, is James Bond viewing a kill? Is James Bond viewing someone else killing? It's, do you know what I mean? It's like a really good way to phrase the James Bond title. In at number 4, we have Tomorrow Never Dies. Just missed out on the top 3 spot, but still a very good and fun title, none the same. Tomorrow Never Dies. It makes you think, like, you know, James Bond is back again, and James Bond cannot die. You know, James Bond will always return. Tomorrow will never die. It will always come. Tomorrow will keep coming. James Bond will keep coming, and he will keep returning to fend off, you know, Blofeld or any other secret agency, etc. Walking away with the third. Sorry guys, forget it. I'll do it. Number 4, we have The Man with the Golden Gun. It's my 4th favourite title because it does sound really, really nice, and the word golden and the word gun do work very, very nice together, and they are played very, very well. Although quite a lengthy title, in this case it does work and I do really like it. Why I'm placing Man with the Golden Gun. Slick, subtle and fast. And number 4. Well, bronze. I'm actually surprised myself with this title, but I actually think it's quite good. Die Another Day. Again, the word die in a James Bond title, to me, is just brilliant. I mean, I don't know what it is, but with the word die in a James Bond title, it just always works. I mean, no one needs to be said really about that, really. And then the word Another Day, again, like similar to Tomorrow Never Dies, but I'm just giving one the edge, but it's slightly shorter. 3 words, as opposed to 3 longer words, more syllables. Die Another Day works, again, is the James Bond. He will return, you know, die another day. He'll be back tomorrow. Secondly, we in second place, walking away with the silver medal, is Casino Royale. I ranking this one so high because, of course, this was the first James Bond book ever made. So the fact that when this film came out, it was the 21st Bond film, for a lot of momentum to be building for it, and it was the first title of the book. So again, that probably just steals the show for it. That's why I'm ranking it so highly. In number 1, however, take gold medal with my all-time favourite James Bond film, and that is No Time to Die. I love the title. It works so well. The word die already, that really wraps it up there. But then the word no and the word time. I'm surprised that number 4, those 2 words, the word time, well, word time specifically, never used in a James Bond film. And this is, not forget, No Time to Die was off quite a big hiatus between 2015 and 2021. Coronavirus had postponed it. We were ready for this new James Bond film, and the way it was called No Time to Die, it was so relatable for some reason, and that's why I like it so much. It's cool, it's slick, it's short, it's sneaky, and it works. That's why it's my all-time favourite James Bond title, at least until now. Thank you all so much for watching. Apologies for my waffling a bit with the numbers I can't count, apparently, despite doing A-level maths. Next time I won't record in a cupboard, which is also a loo, but I'll be back home next time. Got to do a bit, mate, do an end. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Goodbye.